Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up an AI caller into Hubspot, the CRM. And you're probably wondering, who is this random guy? My name is John Jahshan, and I've helped hundreds of different companies in about 30, 40 different industries and built out hundreds of different AI agents and booked tens of thousands of calls with these AI agents. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up in the HubSpot CRM, and let's go straight to it. So the first thing you want to do is essentially go to retailai.com and you want to build out your prompt. So this is a good structure of a prompt, and I'm going to kind of explain how we have it done. So we have 5 different sections: the role, the tasks, the specifics, and then we have rules and context, right? So I'm going to explain each of them. The role is going through who the bot is. So it says kind of the overall goal. What is the bot? What is it doing? What is the goal? After that, you want to go into the tasks, which is like what they do. So you want to kind of explain what is your specific goal, what is the action items in the conversation that you need to go through. Specifics is how to do it, right? So you want to categorize it like section 1, section 2, and then each section you want to put in if they say yes, if they say no, maybe if they say this or if they say that, right? We want to have different actions under each step. So you can have more complex scenarios, but this is just one example of a very simple build out, right? You have your whole flow: qualifying questions, pitching the offer, scheduling the appointment. Great. And then next thing, you have the context. So the context is information about the company. So it's telling the bot, this is the time right now, this is the customer's name, this is the customer's email, and then also the rules. We want to give it the rules of the bot so it understands and is prepared in the conversation, so it doesn't say and do a bunch of random crazy stuff. So this is the major part, right? So that's the backbone of it. You also want to do like post data extraction, what happens after a conversation. I'll get into that in a little bit, but this is the starting point. So once you have your prompt in there, great. The next step, we're going to go to HubSpot and we're going to allow it to create a call. So we want to make a trigger, and the trigger in this scenario might be if reactivation AI caller is equal to yes, which means reactivation call status is yes, then send a workflow. In this scenario, we just have it making one call, but you can add just like a simple wait step or delay. And then you can delay, I don't know, maybe you want to do for a set amount of time, 1 day, right? And then you want to make another call a day later. Great, you can go and do that if you want. But let's say we send it to NAN, great. And then in NAN, this is what we're doing. So we're going to go into here and we're going to trigger this workflow. So we're going to get a webhook from that. Next thing, we want to format the phone number. Make sure that the phone number format is correct. Great. And then we want to do like a random wait time, and we want to do like a drip delay. So we want to wait maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, so that we don't send a bunch of leads through all at once. And then we want to confirm, is it within business hours? Because obviously if you're calling after 9 p.m., you can get sued and it's not worth it. So make sure it's until 9 a.m. Great. Assign from number. So you want to use multiple different phone numbers if you're making these calls. So for example, each phone number should only be making 70 calls per day. So you want to use multiple numbers. This will allow you to handle that complexity. You want to confirm, is the phone valid? Great. And then we want to create the call. So once that call is created, then we send the call and a call occurs. That call is happening with this prompt right here. So that's amazing. And then that's the first part. The next part that we want to do is post-call analysis. So once a call happens, then we want to update the information in HubSpot. So we want to find the contact, and then we want to update contact information right here. So we want to update maybe the notes, custom values, create the call information. So a good example might be in the notes, we want to put in like what occurred during the call. We want to give it a summary, and we want to give it the call recording. That'll allow the company to be able to see all that information in one spot, and it makes it really simple. And to give you guys clarity, this is what an AI caller sounds like once you finished it and brought it to the end result. Let's test it. Hello, hello.
Hello. This is Vicky, a virtual assistant from SKNN Medical Aesthetics. I'm reaching out because you recently checked out one of our Botox or filler offers. Were you thinking more about Botox filler or just curious about both?
I was curious about Botox.
Great. Botox is one of our most popular treatments. Was there a specific area you were thinking about? Like forehead lines, frown lines, or just looking for a more refreshed look?
I have a bunch of forehead lines, so I need to get rid of those.
That's a common concern, and Botox works really well for smoothing forehead lines. Are you more interested in a subtle, natural look, or would you like a more noticeable change?
I want a natural look, but it needs to be a big change. I have a bunch of lines on my forehead.
Thanks for sharing. It sounds like you're looking for a natural, refreshed appearance without overdoing it. That's exactly what we aim for. Since you have a lot of lines and want a noticeable but natural result, Botox can definitely help achieve that. Would you be open to a quick consultation to discuss your goals in more detail and see how we can customize the treatment for you? We can do a phone call or an in-clinic visit, whichever you prefer.
Let's do a phone call.
Perfect. Would you be available for a quick phone call tomorrow at 11, 14, or 1600? If those times don't work, I can find other options that fit your schedule.
Let's do 11 a.m.
Great. I've scheduled a quick phone call for you tomorrow at 11 a.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Please be sure to click yes so it shows up on your calendar. Do you have any questions before our call?
That works for me.
Excellent. I'm glad that time works for you. You'll receive the confirmation email shortly. If you have
So that's essentially an AI caller. I showed you all the couple different automations that you need. There are obviously a couple more, and you can customize it. You can add call transfers. You can do whatever you want. But that's the overview on how the framework would look and also how it would work. If you're trying to learn AI and automations and trying to figure out how to do things, just like this HubSpot video, I have a bunch more tutorials. I have a community, 2,600 people. We're still growing. And if you want free value, free information, anything like that, feel free to go into this community, join in, and I'll be able to help you out. So in the classroom, we have a bunch of different videos, and we're always going to keep adding more. So I hope this video kind of helped you understand visually the different things that are necessary to build out a HubSpot AI caller. So there's a bunch of different things. I kind of showed each step along the way, and if that helped you out, drop a like, and I'm happy to help.